yang betul di bawah undang-undang seperti dibukukan di dalam Seksyen 28A Kod Prosedur Jenayah. Apabila ditahan oleh polis, perayu iaitu Jomali mesti merasai bahawa hak beliau untuk berdiam dicabut atas dasar yang beliau tidak waras kerana tangkapan dilakukan kerana beliau berada di bawah pengaruh dadah. Ini berdasarkan fakta kes, beliau berada dalam bawah pengaruh dadah, jadi beliau tidak, dengan saya cakap English, not in the right state of mind. Okey, dengan sedemikian beliau tidak mampu untuk mendengar tuduhan yang dicakap oleh.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Bella. So, a simple introduction about myself. My name is Megat Ahmad Farhan Izzat. I was born on 21st of January 1999. I am from a siblings of 3. I'm the eldest one. My sister is one is 15, another one is 9. So, I'm from Shah Alam, Selangor, U9, and my house is at Cahaya SPK near Puncak Perdana. Next, I'll be talking about the visions and expectation that I have for this subject. The first point, which is studying business law like corporate and partnership law, will help develop essay writing, problem solving, and analytical skills, alongside strong communication, negotiation, and presentation skills. And I will also develop the ability to interpret and explain complex information both verbally and in writing, which is a key attribute when in the world of business. And as a business law student, I'll have the opportunity to practice these key skills in real life scenarios, further improving my future employability. And my dream job is to become a legal advisor in corporate sector. And the first key skill that corporate lawyers are equipped with is an understanding of business and how transaction will fit in within the ordinary scope and course of business in general. Thus, this subject is important for me to achieve my dream. And for this subject, okay, Assalamualaikum, madam. So, my name is Megat. So, I'll be talking about the suggestion on solving zero hunger. Zero poverty. And the first point is eradicating poverty through education. And according to UNESCO, if all students in low-income countries had just basic reading and writing skills, an estimated 171 million people could escape extreme poverty. And if all adults completed secondary education, we could cut the global poverty rate by more than half. And education develops skills and abilities, correct some of the imbalances that come out of marginalization, and decreases both risk and vulnerability. And some of the key areas of focus for making sure that education is truly for all involved, it breaks down into the barriers to education, such as creating access to school in remote areas, supporting teachers in their work to deliver quality education, and make sure that the education is available to children living in fragile contexts, basically extreme poor. And then the next suggestion, which is the improved management of water and other natural resources. This is because most of the rural poor depend on agriculture or other natural resources for their livelihood, and consequently, it is necessary that they have more equitable access to those resources, so they are better able to manage their resources. And with access to clean water, agriculture is improved and poverty is reduced. And they rely on their agriculture for healthy food as well as to produce income and their crops yield. And access to clean water means crops are irrigated with contaminated water, and communities don't have to eat contaminated food. And other than that, nutrition, safe food makes physically and mentally strong bodies, and healthy people can work and attend school, and healthy, productive, and educated people have more secure futures, and access to safe water improves physical health, which diminishes poverty in developing countries. 80% of sickness are due to drinking and washing with contaminated water. And proper hand washing effectively prevents viral illness and reduces the spread of viruses, including the coronavirus. But it actually takes clean water as well. And lastly, for my suggestion, to create jobs worldwide, according to the
I've given the brief for the dismissal and termination. My group member will proceed with the next issue.
So my name is Megat and I'll be talking about the one of the issues, whether the appellant probationer was a workman within the meaning of Section 20, Clause 1 of IRA. And first of all, a worker who is fired or who believes that his or her firing was done so without reason or justification may submit a written complaint to the Director General of IR within 60 days of the dismissal. This representation must be submitted in writing to the Department of IR closest to the place of employment from which the worker was fired, and it may also be submitted during the time when notice of the dismissal is given. And this remedy also applies where a worker feels that his employment was terminated unfairly by the employer. In a nutshell, constructive dismissal refers to circumstances in which the employee was forced to tender his resignation due to the actions, decisions, or policies that the employer imposed on the employee and resulting in a breach of employee's contract, even though the employee has not directly terminated the employee's employment. An employee who are on probation would be covered by Section 20, Clause 1 of the Act. And
Hi, good day to madam. So my name is Megat. So I'll be talking about the reflection that I've learned from my activities. So what I've learned from the first activity, which is the advocacy test, is that advocacy is any action that speaks in favor of, recommends, argue for cause, supports or defends, or pleads on behalf of others. And advocacy can be written or oral, and both solicitors and barristers can advocate before a court. However, although solicitors and barristers both use advocacy to address courts, solicitors have to gain higher rights of audience to be able to address a high court and the court of appeal or the Supreme Court. And at court, you can see real life examples of advocacy in action. And if you notice an advocate putting forward outstanding arguments, you can actually ask yourself why their case seems so powerful. You can actually make notes and enjoy the experience. And observing a trial is an easy way to get a feel for what advocacy is like and witness impressive advocacy skills. And then for the second activity, which is the introducing yourself to the lecturer. As a presenter, I've learned that an introduction is important because it forces the speaker to be mindfully aware of the explaining topic of the speech to the audience. And if the speaker doesn't know what her or his topic is and cannot convey that topic to the audience, then we've got a really big problems. And I think making a strong first expression helps you grab your audience attention and keep them interested all throughout your presentation. Plus, it helps build your credibility as a speaker. And but you must always remember that first impression lasts, so you make your scout. So for the third activity, I've learned that poverty can't be eradicated without addressing the pervasive inequalities in incomes and economic opportunities between the between and within countries, and between rural and urban areas, and between men and women by eradicating product that would start to consume products which they couldn't afford when they being in poverty, and people could afford that those products, grains and meat which already have high demand for, and that would rapidly increase demand for previous mentioned and for all food products which allow to be imported easily. And then for the last activity, uh, I've learned about the importance of employment law, which is by establishing a mechanism for ensuring a fair and secure working arrangement between the hiring and employed team. Employment laws favors both employers and workers. Many employees often don't realize how many rules and regulations are covered by employment law, leading to confusion or employees alike.
There are many aspects of covered by employment law, which means employee can actually take legal action for being treated unfairly. I think that's it for me, madam. Thank you.